Oh, kia ora, good morning. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? Happy Australia Day. If you're in Australia, happy Australia Day. Don't know what the Australian greeting is. G'day, mate. G'day, mate. I don't know what it is, but anyway, happy Australia Day. Happy Auckland anniversary. And just happy January 26th for the rest of us. I'm very happy. I've been busy all weekend, so I'm starting my new program today for Fired Up, which is a 3-part online program that I'm starting, and it's online tonight, and I'm very excited about it because I'm very fucking fired up, just quietly. I'm very excited about this year. I've had like a really hard 6 years, I reckon. Since like everyone, like since the pandemic, since we all got locked up and fucked up and shut down, and when people lost businesses and had all kinds of fuckery going on since then, and it hasn't been the easiest 6 years. Not gonna lie. So I'm very excited and I'm very optimistic as a human generally, but I'm pretty excited about a new year. Now, I like a new anything, this isn't a secret, but this new year is very exciting for me, and I'm very into Chinese astrology, and I have been banging on about this, but the fire horse thingy is just so real. And that doesn't start until Feb 17, which gives us, about 20, 25 days to sort our shit out. And I'm really motivated by that. So I spent a lot of time on the weekend getting clear, because I'm talking at my Fired Up program, and this is a program designed for people who want to take some action. They want to get some shit sorted out. They're sick of making excuses, and they want to get some clarity about what they want, and they don't really know. And to be honest, I'm just sick and tired of watching people fucking existing. I can't be bothered. I'm like, you know what? Life is such an exciting thing, and every day, I read recently that we only live one day, and every day is just our day, right? And it's like, if you just live for that day, every day will be amazing. So I love that. So today's my day. And today I get to talk to like about 150 people on my program, which I'm really excited about. It's not too late if you haven't signed up, and you can pay whatever you want, because I want this to be accessible. And it's for 3 weeks. So tonight's the first one. They're all recorded, blah, blah, blah. But I've been doing some prep, and I'm really focused on who I want to be. And so my meeting this morning, I'm looking at my planner and I'm going, okay, so, and the interesting thing is, how do I be, and what areas of my life am I being? Now, I've got people is a big area of my life, because I do love people. I've got people, myself, and my business. So I reckon they're the 3 categories that I'm working in. And so my business is very important to me, and I absolutely love the work that I do, and I feel very lucky to do it. People are very important to me. And then I'm very important to myself. I've spent a long time getting to know myself, a long time getting to like myself, and looking after myself is my job. Enjoying being me is really that's my job. It's your job too. So enjoying being yourself. People who don't like themselves, fucking wasted opportunity, don't you reckon? Like, you've got to hang out with yourself for the rest of your life, so you might as well make friends. So shake hands, move on, buy yourself a present, and learn to like yourself is a good idea. But I'm excited because I went through those 3 areas of my life and went, right, what are the 3 areas? And then what are the energies that I want to bring to those areas? And so I've decided that I've got 5 values kind of that I'm running my life through now. So the first one is authentic. Authentic's always been a really big value of mine, and I think authentic is incredibly responsible. Is incredibly important. Sorry, responsible is the next one to bear with. Authentic is very important, and authentic for me means I'm honest. It means I'm real and I'm relatable, and I want to be real because I'm not really into bullshit. I see right through bullshit, so I don't want to bullshit anyone else, because I think it's embarrassing. When someone's lying to you and you think, oh, there you go, good on you, mate. Right, you're just lying to yourself. But anyway, so authentic's a very important part. Another value I've had for a million years is being creative. And creative for me, ever since I read Liz Gilbert's Big Magic, is not so much about drawing and painting and sewing, although they're very important to me, but it's actually about the way I think. And so having a creative mind, being playful, writing, creating something and making a difference in the world by creating, whether I might be creating a scone, I might be creating a blog, I might be creating a book, I might be creating a new skirt. I don't know, but I just want to be creating all the time because I love the idea of being creative. And then being responsible is number 3, which, and it used to be powerful. And I'm like, responsible is really important to me now. It never used to be. I used to hide from responsibility. I didn't want to be responsible because it was boring. But now that I'm getting older, I have to be responsible for my body. I need to take great responsibility for my brain, for my body, for my business, for all the things I want to work. Because I'm 55 and I've got to make some shit happen, right? Because I'm not getting any younger. So I've got to look after the brain, got to look after the body. I want the body and the brain to go on for a long time. I want my business to be successful. I'm not 25, so I'm not fucking around trying things out. I need to get into it. So being responsible, that's important. The 4th one's thoughtful. I think being thoughtful is one of the nicest things anyone can be. Shouldn't even use the word nice. Don't like the word nice. Thoughtful is one of the best things you can be. And I want to be thoughtful with my clients. I want to be thoughtful with my friends. Full of thought for someone. I think when someone thinks of you, I'm like, oh, isn't that just incredible? Stepping that off, and people think of you and you go, oh my God, that's so lovely. Right? Then they might have thought of you by just sending you a little reel they thought might have liked. They might have thought of you by sending you a text. They might have thought of you by giving you a phone call. They might have thought of you by sending you a gift. They might have thought of you by making you a sandwich. They might have thought of you by making your favourite meal. They might have thought of you by just ironing your shirt for you or something. But I think being thoughtful is fucking lovely. And then last but not least is kind. And I think the world is a pretty fucking weird place and we just need more kindness. So that's about being supportive and friendly. I like to be friendly. I'm always looking for a new friend. I'm always in the supermarket smiling at random people thinking, right, are you my friend? Are you my friend? And who needs some kindness? I saw an old man today in the supermarket and he looked a bit pissed off. And I said, hello, how are you? And he said, oh, good, thanks, love. Yes, I am actually good. Oh, your smiles made my day better. I thought, well, there you go. My job's done. I can get into bed tonight and go tick. Right? Someone's day is better because I exist. I reckon that's a goal. So that's pretty cool. So then I'm taking my 5 words and applying them to what does authentic look like to myself, authentic look like to my people, and authentic look like in my business. What does creative look like in my business? What does creative look like to myself? And what does creative look like to my people? Blah, blah, blah. You get the drill. 5 words, 3 categories, boom. And it's fun. So anyway, that's a little matrix that I'm playing with. So that's what's happening today. This week is good. I'm feeling very happy with myself. I've been gentle. I'm not out delivering yet, like actually traveling and delivering. I did do a new podcast last week. I was in Queenstown with my friend Pete, and we're launching a podcast today. It's called Business Matters. And so if you're in business, you might like to listen to it. It's going to be insane. I'm excited. We're going to do an 8-part series to start off with and just see how it goes. So we've both been in business a long time. We do a lot of business mentoring. We're very different. And I think there's a lot of benefit from being different. And so, there's a lot of difference in us, and I think it gives people a full faceted view of business and ideas. So that's going to be fun. That's called Business Matters. You can find it anywhere that you find this podcast. And if you're into business, share it with someone that might be, or just like it. And because if you give it a review then, or a star, it goes further, blah, blah. So today's all about Fired Up for me. I'm just finishing off tonight's presentation and all of the things I'm covering in that, which is a shitload of work, but it's really worth it. So that's fun. And then Tuesday, I'm doing mentoring most of the day. I've got lots of people I'm doing business and personal mentoring with at the moment. And then Tuesday night, I've got craft night. My friend Jackie and I have decided to have craft night. Now, craft night can be anything. Just come along, bring a craft, do a painting, do a drawing, bring a crayon, bring a piece of sewing, just come along and do crafting. So we're doing 2 hours of crafting because otherwise you don't get it done, right? I used to have a group called Stitch and Bitch, which I loved. But now we've just called it, I think it's this crafting and eating. That's what we're going to do because we both like both those things. So how good's that? Then on Wednesday, I've got lots of calls with clients about future events. I've got so many events coming up. Oh, I'm so excited about this year because I just love helping people to make their events better. And I've got all these inquiries and I've got to have meetings and find out all about them and how I can help, which takes me back to my word of how am I going to be relatable, part of the authenticity piece, and thoughtful with these clients and creative, because I create a solution every time that I do that. So that's exciting. Created a new thing for Energy Club this week. I've now got a monthly energy overview of what's energized me each month. So I did that on the weekend. If you're an Energy Club, you will find that in there. And just sort of quick update on all the things that have been energizing me in January. With, even put in a few bloody URLs so you can buy shit if you like it. Then what am I doing? Thursday, I've got lots of writing to do, and I've got a bit of an admin day Thursday, and got to take the dog to the vet. Little lump, not a problem. Had the lump tested. Do need to organise to get that cut out so little Maxie doesn't have to have big surgery. And while it's a little lump, it's just little surgery. So we want to have just little surgery, not big surgery. So that's happening. Then Friday, my friend Lorraine is coming over from Scotland. In fact, she's probably already here, but she's going to be hanging out with me and my friend Fiona. So we've got a lovely day. How good's that? Planned on Friday. And then Saturday, I've got my goddess dinner, which is when I hang out with my 5 favourite chicks, and we've been doing that for years. And so that's exciting. I get to cook. I love to cook and cater for my friends. So I've got a pretty full week, and I'm pretty excited about it. Not going to lie. So, and I'm really enjoying this matrix. So if you're fired up, I will share this matrix with you, but I really like it. So getting clear, that's my job. That's your job too. So have an amazing week. Go and make some lists. Make some lists of who are your people. Like I made a list of all the people that contribute to my life and then the people I care for. And so I always have people in what I call my pen of holding, the people I care for. And it might be, you might be looking after your parents, you might be looking after a neighbour, you might be supporting a child. I don't know who you're supporting. And that could be any kind of support, but who's in your care pod, and then who's in the people that contribute to your life. And if you don't care, you're not caring for them, or they don't contribute, fucking get rid of them. Like just driftwood, gone. Poof, that's that sorted. Right, lovely. Then work. How do you need to be at work? What do you want to be at work? What do you even want to do for work? Do you even want to work? I don't know. And then yourself. And then myself gets broken down into my energies of physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, and then creative. What am I creating? So I'm doing lots of creative projects this year because, you see, my children have all left home, and I'm going to lean into more creative stuff with the energy I used to spend doing stuff for them, because you've got to put that energy somewhere. Otherwise, you just sit on the couch and eat chips. Oh, that's terrible. Don't do that. Right. Happy Monday. I'll see you soon. Bye.